no, hell no. Slow this shit down. Have you thought this thing through? It's like you, Aries, being full speed ahead without thinking things through, without having a plan. But know that there are consequences and repercussions to our actions. Of course, we have free will. We are born with free will, but there are consequences and repercussions to our actions. And sometimes you gotta slow down. You gotta think things through. Most definitely. I'm also getting, like I said, a man here that's aggressive, that's abusive almost. Yes. Yes indeed. Um but yeah, let's get into the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands talks about being impulsive. Yeah. Being impulsive, being passionate, being adventurous, being ready for action, taking action. It speaks about danger and excitement. I don't know. It's like danger is excitement to you. But it speaks about pursuing your ideas, having a clear vision. You can take on the world. You feel like you can take on the world, and you are highly attractive to others. Yes, yes, indeed. Ooh. So yeah, this is about being passionate, being adventurous, pursuing your ideas and having a clear vision, um, but also having a plan. Yeah, having a plan. Um, being bold, being courageous, turning your visions into a reality. Turning your visions into reality. It speaks about being thrilling, even being cocky. Yeah, I'm getting a um, real cocky, flamboyant. Well, you know, fire signs always get that rep anyway of being cocky and flamboyant, like just having this out of the world ego. So I feel like this could be you, Aries. I also feel like there's a man. I just heard that matches your fly. Like he could be a fire sign. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. What's that song by Beyonce? Ego. She said, "Boy, you a sight to see, kind of something like me." I feel like whoever this man is a sight to see. He's just like you. Yeah. um. Yeah. Big ego, highly attractive. Wants to be in your presence. Whoever this man is, he wants to be in your presence. You want to be in their presence. It says start including others. Yeah, you could be a loner. Start including others. Know that there are consequences and repercussions to your action. Um, It also speaks about rushing, having no patience. That's where this man over here comes in and says, "Hey, baby, slow it down. We got to take it slow." Yeah. So, Aries, yeah, not rushing into things, having patience. Yeah. So that you could plant what you want in your life. Yeah. And then we got the Three of Cups here backing up this passion, this aggression. Um, and it's all about friendship. Yeah, it's all about friendship. It's all about celebration. It's all about collaboration. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like business partners, collaborations are all going to work out good. We're back into cups again. So I feel like, Aries, you want friendship, you want collaboration, you want to be celebrated. You want to be honored. You want to be appreciated. Like most people do. Yeah. And I feel like maybe you don't feel appreciated by a business partner or a man. And it's like a burden. It's like a burden on you. It's like so many burdens and obligations and responsibilities that are weighing you down. Oh, yeah, this is kind of deep here. Let's see what it be. So, yeah, I feel like there's so many things you're passionate about, Aries. There's so many ideas that you're trying to pursue, so many visions that you have. And it's like you have these group of friends that support you and lift you up. or you need a group of friends that will support you and lift you up. Yeah, the three of cups is water energy again. And it speaks about celebration and friendship and collaborations, lifting each other up, each friend having a unique contribution. It speaks about an abundant harvest, baby. We got that up here. Having an abundant harvest. Um, it says if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. And it also speaks about hurt and pain and keeping your head up. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Things are gonna get easier, Aries. Things are gonna get brighter. Um, it says bless new connections, overflow. Yeah, bless new connections and overflow. I feel like maybe you're with a new group of friends or a new job. I feel like there's been some hurt and some pain going on, maybe in a friendship, even a relationship, maybe even at work. There's been some hurt and pain, maybe some backstabbing. hmm Um, yeah, I don't know. This is tricky. And then, like I said, this gives me the movie Waiting to Exhale. Needing friends in your corner that will lift you up. When you're going through life's challenges. I feel like there's some challenges that you're going through, Aries, and you're just tired. You're just worn out. From the challenges, from the obligations and the responsibilities. But when you have friends to wish you well, you'll find your point when you exhale, baby. That's Auntie Whitney again. Yeah. When you have friends to wish you well, you'll find your point when you exhale. Shoot, 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 be do. Yeah. Yeah, so there were many things going on with the ladies in that movie. Angela Bassett, her husband left her for another woman. So they were getting a divorce. Savannah, she was dating a married man who kept telling her he was gonna leave his wife. Turned out she was pregnant. Yeah, so Savannah said, "Go to your pregnant wife," and then you got the other one who ended up pregnant by the married man. And she said, "We don't need you." So she kicked him to the curb and kept the baby. Then you had Gloria. She was the heavyset woman who ended up finding love with her new neighbor. But before that, she was attached to her baby father. He would drop by every blue moon to see how the son was doing. You know how that go. You get you a little nookie or whatever. But the last time he came, he told her he was gay. So yeah. I don't know. Some of you Aries could be going through similar situations. But no, when you have friends that wish you well, you find your point when you exhale. And you got to follow your passion. Yeah. You got to follow your passions, pursue your ideas, and make it happen. Even though it could be challenging. Life could be challenging and set us back. You have to keep going. Yeah, you have to keep going. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. You got to have confidence. You got that big ego, but you don't want an overly inflated ego, though. So I'm gonna also say keep your energy, your ego intact, Aries. All right. We're gonna end over here. So, baby, yeah, we got the devil card here. I spoke about the devil card in the beginning about having addictions, attachments, and neglecting responsibilities. Look at the little skeletons at the bottom. They look so neglected. I don't know if there's children. Your children could be neglected, Aries, due to your addictions, your attachments. Like I said, addictions and attachments could show up as drug addiction, alcohol addiction, sexual addiction, food addiction, cigarette addiction, whatever addiction that you feel attached to, that your mind is telling you that you need, but you really don't need. Yeah, it's your mind playing tricks on you. Yeah, that's causing you to neglect these responsibilities. um so the devil speaks a lot about obsessions and adultery. Yeah, obsessions, adultery, dependency, mental illness, secrecy. It's about your darker side, and your darker side holding you back from being your best self. Like I say, your mind playing tricks on you, telling you that you need that toxic penis or vagina, telling you that you need that drug or that drink or that food or that cigarette. Like I said, whatever it is, it's your mind playing tricks on you and keeping you from being your best version. Yeah. It speaks a lot about selling your soul. Baby, oh my god, I just watched Sinners with what's his name? I forgot his name. I know it's Jordan something. But yeah, that was a good movie. And my takeaway from the movie is selling your soul. Yeah, we sell our soul, and sometimes we don't even know it. We sell our souls for sex. We sell our souls for money, for attention, for material shit. We sell our souls. Yeah. And when we do that shit, we are inviting the motherfucking devil in. We are inviting the devil in. And that keeps us from being our best selves. That keeps us from our responsibilities, our goals, our desires. Yes. But yeah, Sinners, good movie, excellent movie. Go watch it. I made a post on Instagram. I said, all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. All attention ain't good attention. Aries, get into it, baby. Yeah. Um, so it says, acknowledge the hold over your conscience. Acknowledge whatever this hold is over your conscience. Take action to free yourself. Know that you will not be free overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes a lot of mental strength to free yourself from addictions and attachments. People go into rehab and they do anonymous and shit like that, and people relapse. Yeah, people relapse all the time. But the thing is to be mentally strong and get back on that horse and try again. Yeah, I just had that over here. I think it was with the Three of Cups. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. It's all about your willpower and your strength to free yourself from these addictions and attachments. And backing that up, you got the Two of Cups. Like I said, the Two of Cups, look at the lovebirds. It's all about soulmates and lovebirds. It's all about self-care. Yeah. Self-care and self-love. Self-care and self-love. Loving yourself enough. Caring for yourself enough to free yourself from these addictions and these attachments. Yeah. There's some inner feelings here that you have to address. You have to focus on your emotional well-being. You have to take care of you. Set boundaries. Yeah. Not taking on other people's baggage. You got to get somebody else to do it. They got to get somebody else to do it. Yeah. Because you got to free yourself. You have to get well here. Somebody has got to get mentally well here. Reconnect with your intuition. Connect with your intuition. Follow your intuition. Yeah. It speaks about being wrapped up in others' feelings. Yeah, feelings and emotions. But what about your feelings and emotions, Aries? Are you taking your feelings and emotions into consideration? I think not, because now you're feeling stabbed in the back, betrayed, hurt, in pain, grief, loss. Yeah. You have to give yourself some love and some care, Aries. Yeah. Reconnect with your intuition. Follow your intuition. Express your feelings with therapy. Yeah, express your feelings with therapy. Um it also speaks about, if you're having trouble expressing your feelings, Therapy can assist with that. But it's like you're at your boiling point. You're at your boiling point, Aries. Listen to your feelings and honor them. Baby, listen to your feelings and honor them. Because when you don't listen to your feelings, when you don't honor your feelings, here comes the betrayal. The betrayal, the backstabbing, the hurt, the pain. Yeah, the backstabbing, the betrayal, the hurt, and the pain. You need a support group. You need a supportive group of people, that will lift you up from this grief and this pain. Yeah. Um, yeah, loss, betrayal, deep wounds, crisis. It also speaks about divorce, job loss. There could have been a death. Something out of the blue has rocked your world. You could be thinking, will you find love again? Will you be able to trust again? Um, the cheating, the nasty rumors, the betrayal, the betrayed trust. Baby, yeah, I said we started out in the beginning with the Lover's card, and I told you that was a triangular situation off the bat. I feel like maybe some of you have been with your soulmate for a long time, and there's a third party situation going on, some type of cheating that could have caused a breakup, a divorce. Yeah. But the thing is, Aries, you can no longer resist what has happened. You can no longer resist this change, this transformation that is sacred, baby. You got to keep rising. You got to keep going. You can't let this stop you from being your best self. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to let the shit hit the fan. You got to let the chips fall where they fall, and learn from it. And learn from your mistakes and evolve to your full potential. All right, baby. What we got at the bottom of the deck? I'm just interested to see. Yeah. Oh, God. The Four of Wands. The sexy, intimate card. Starting families, getting engaged, getting married. There could be a family gathering. Maybe a wedding, maybe an engagement party, a baby shower, a family reunion. Yeah, there's some type of gathering here. Yeah, but I always call this the sexy intimate card. Getting it, like I said, getting engaged, getting married. I feel like some of you have to move on. You have to move on because there's a new love that's waiting for you. Yeah, most definitely. Um, all right, Aries, I'm gonna leave it here. Um, how can I sum this up? How can I sum this up, Aries? Make the decisions that you need to make. Yeah, make the decisions that you need to make so that you can just look, planting the seeds to your harvest, being rewarded, being recognized for your hard work. Yeah, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing through the trials and tribulations. Yeah, because I feel like, baby, you got a soulmate that's meant for you. I feel like the work that you've been doing, the work that you've been putting in, you're going to reap the harvest. You're going to reap the fruits of your labor. Yeah. But there's some decisions that you need to make. There's some changes going on. There's some transformation going on. That's sacred. That's sacred. That's personal. Yeah, personal to you. Yeah. I feel like once you make those changes, once you go through this transformation, baby, on the other side there is beautiful shit. Look at this. Look at this. On the other side, there is beautiful shit going on. Celebration, destiny, happiness, big happy family, love, celebration. Yeah. Look, partnerships, love. There's some beautiful shit going on. But there's some shit that you have to address as well. Look, there's some shit that you have to address as well. There's some things you have to let go of. You just gotta get somebody else to do it. Tell them to get somebody else to do it so that you can work on you, so that you can give yourself the care and the love that you deserve. Yeah. Alright, Aries. Enjoy this Leo season. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.